This is a story about a battle. Believe it or not, it's a real-life battle that happens every day, all around us. It's a battle against all the things in life that are hard, and sometimes people don't win. But there's an army dedicated to fighting this battle. They're in every town and every city. A bell is their battle cry, and their weapons are hope, kindness, and compassion. Best of all, anybody can join them, anywhere there's a red kettle. Because at Christmas, love has an army that fights for good. When you give, you help the Salvation Army fight for those most in need.
One of the mottos of the Salvation Army is heart to God and hand to man. William and Catherine Booth founded the Salvation Army in 1865 in London. William Booth was a Methodist minister who believed that you couldn't hear the word of God over the grumbling of your stomach. And so the Salvation Army began to feed people. They opened up factories so that people would have jobs. We're trying to help people to not be in poverty. We're trying to help people with a hand up and not a hand out. The Salvation Army here in Alameda County, we have 4 units which we call core. We have one in Hayward, one in Tri-Cities, Garden Street, and Chinatown.
At our Chinatown core, we have a lot of youth programs. We have a summer day camp program that hosts about 250 children. We also have our after-school program with our elementary school-age children, which is taught by our high school and college students. Our high school and college students are actually in a leadership program that is run by the Salvation Army Chinatown Corps to teach them to become leaders. We also serve lunch to 50 to 75 seniors every day.
We serve those who come to us without discrimination. We also have a daycare center here. We actually serve 65 children in that program each and every day of the year. We are a year-round school for them.
Tuesday nights we have what is called troops. It's kind of like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, but Christ-centered. So they not only get to learn life skills and earn emblems and get a sash and eventually get a uniform, they also get to learn about Christ and learn about how God works in their life. So it's a great character building program for kids.
I had emergency heart surgery and I was disabled. Eventually I ended up losing my job, and of course I fell behind on my bills. So I called resources and they told me that Salvation Army has a REACH program to help out with electricity. Salvation Army helped me, and I'm grateful for that.
Here at the Hayward Corps, we have a senior lunch, we have youth programs, we have a lunch program that we do every day. Last year, we served 23,500 lunches. We also give bag lunches to the homeless, to the working poor, and children that aren't in school. We have about 30 kids that are going through our youth programs that teaches character, integrity, honesty when they're in school.
The goal of the Adult Rehabilitation Center is to break the cycle of addiction.
We take away first their primary coping mechanism. We take away their drugs and alcohol. Now they're left with feeling pain, feeling hurt. We walk through the pain to get to the other side of healing.
We also have a work therapy component in which we are instructing and teaching the beneficiaries.
When I came here, I was sleeping in my car. When I left here, I had my own apartment again.
I got family members back in my life. Got an awesome resume now. You know, I've never had one before.
It's a blessing, man, that I got in the lobby instead of prison. It changed my life into where I see a future for myself. I see a future for my daughters and me. They all love their daddy today. I couldn't say that 11 and a half months ago.
It made me believe that there are good people out there that are willing to help you unconditionally.
They don't judge me or look at me any other way.
They accepted me at face value.
It was that void that I knew was missing.
Hi, I'm Dooley. When I was born, I should have been a girl. And I was born a boy, but I want to be a girl. By that time, my dad told me I was confused. And I said, I want to be a girl. And he said, no, you don't. You don't want to be a girl. And he cursed me. I kept saying what I want to be, and I got beaten for it. And I ran away from home and started hitting the streets. Because my mom didn't love me, my dad didn't love me, so. There was a lot of time I just struck out on the interstate, didn't know nobody, didn't know where I was going. I got raped a couple of times on the interstate by men. I've been through hell. It's like close to death. You ain't got nobody to care about you and you're out in the cold. Got no money, nowhere to go. Nothing to eat and you're hungry and you want to go to sleep and just go to sleep now, you wake up. So I came over to Salvation Army just to get something to eat at 1:30. And as I stood around on the yard, I met one, and he knew who I was. When he saw me, he knew I was transgender.
We know that there's a need out there for people that are transgenders that don't have a place to go, that don't have a safe place to go. Other cities where they came from, they have no special place to go to, so they'll just make them sleep on the floor somewhere. The Yes dorm is a transgender dorm, and it's unique for that specific group of transgenders that are homeless.
You showed me the place, I saw it, I said right away, yes. Because it's better than sleeping out here on the ground.
She came to the safety dorm, then we were able to move her into our lead bridge units, where she can stay there for up to a year to get established.
Salvation Army is a beautiful place. Good people like Juan, and they very committed on trying to change people's lives and help people. I went to church and I heard this preacher preaching that Sunday morning. He said, Jesus loved all of you. I feel like he was talking to me, even though he didn't know me. I was at the verge of giving up, but I was just turned around by the grace of God.
A person's in need, no matter who they are. It's just somebody else that needs our help. We will keep on fighting to help people, to show people Christ's love. And if we can help that person out, then we do it, no matter what.
We have been struggling to find an affordable place to live. We've lived on couches, we've lived in hotel rooms, we've lived in our car, in a tent. I got a call one day on my way to work from one of the case managers, and she called me and said, listen, we have an opening, can you come in and interview with me? I think it was 4 days we had to wait, and got me and my family in that week. I can't explain to anybody how much they've helped us. I mean, if you see it from the outside, you'd probably know, but they've just been incredible. They've worked with us through every process, any questions they answer. We actually just finished filling out all our paperwork on Friday of last week for an apartment, and we get our keys and everything this Friday.
Every life matters. Every single life matters. This is a forgotten group. People just look at them and say they just want money, or they want money for drugs, or they want this or that. And we went to some encampments as well because they're along our way, and we can't drive by people who are hungry and not give them food. We're getting to know the people's names and their stories and who they are, and how can you just turn your back on someone who's becoming a friend. I can't do that. I believe they love what we're doing and feel cared for is the most important part. They feel like a human being.
Love doesn't discriminate. It doesn't pick and choose. When there's so much to fight against, love fights for. When others flee, love runs toward. And when darkness prevails, love doesn't despair. It never feels too small or too weak or too powerless to help. Love knows its worth and remembers its strength. Love isn't pro this or pro that, but proactive and protective. It's never quick to rage, but always quick to courageous compassion. Love gives everything and expects nothing. For 156 years, the Salvation Army has loved all who feel lost. With your help, we'll never stop.
live auction portion. So they will be presenting an item and you can bid as many times as you'd like. Click here for more information about the auction item. You can scroll through some photos. You can bid more. If you want to outbid the 2300, you just type in the event, start bidding from there, and it appears that you are the winner. So it's that simple.